Alright guys, well, while Donald Trump is selling Teslas off the front of the White House lawn and Elon Musk is going around telling everybody that Social Security is a Ponzi scheme, well, it seems like people are actually getting a little bit fed up with this bullshit. And it's not just the Democrats anymore, it seems like the conservatives are waking up. You could even say they're getting woke. As many of you know, Republicans have been canceling their town halls. They've been claiming that there's Democrat activists that are coming there and being paid to yell at these Republicans, as though there needs to actually have people paid to yell at these people. There's plenty of people pissed off at these people all across the board. Veterans, elderly people, Democrats, conservatives. Yeah, everybody but the MAGA cult. And we can see examples of that in stories like this. U.S. Rep. Glenn Grothman faces hostile crowd at Oshkosh Town Hall meeting. People booed and jeered at U.S. Rep. Glenn Grothman as he walked into the Algoma Town Hall just outside Oshkosh Friday morning. The Republican congressman from Glenboa was there for a town hall meeting with around 100 constituents. After the building hit full capacity, around 50 more stood outside. He started by commenting on President Donald Trump's executive orders since taking office a month ago. This is moving very quickly compared to other administrations, and I think across the board he's done some very good things, Grothman said. Boos and shouts erupted around the room when Grothman praised orders ending birthright citizenship and DEI initiatives. The crowd only got louder. Grothman updated constituents on 3 of his goals in the current legislative session. One, he said, was welfare reform. There are a lot of problems with regard to welfare. One of them, of course, it discourages people from working, he said. Several people shouted no. And of course, there's this video here. This is Grothman walking in. Yeah, this is him walking in. And to be honest, this is relatively tame compared to a video that we're going to show you in just a minute, where there's a recent town hall where a veteran blew up and had to be removed from the town hall. Grothman added he's working on a grant program that would teach people to use EpiPens. Finally, he proposed decreasing GI benefits and letting veterans use them on down payments for houses. I'm not sure how those two things work together, but I mean, they're really reaching for W's in this administration. One woman asked Grothman if he would oppose the House's upcoming government funding bill if it includes cuts to Social Security and Medicaid, to which he answered, certainly if Social Security is cut and Medicaid, we'll have to see. Yeah, they want you to oppose it before you see. I don't know if he gets that. Another woman asked the congressman how he feels about the power of Elon Musk, the billionaire heading Trump's cost-cutting Department of Government Efficiency. He said, he does not have the ability to do any actions on his own, to which a gentleman shouted, we did not elect him. As the town hall reached its scheduled end, more constituents shouted questions about Musk's access to taxpayer data and yelled, don't lie to us. And as most of you guys know, there have been many Teslas that have been burned, and there are protests that are going on right now at Tesla dealerships where people are going to the Tesla dealership and having to be removed as they protest inside. There's also a bunch of cops currently that are guarding Tesla Cybertrucks across the country, apparently. Tesla dealerships and charging stations have been vandalized, suffered arson attacks, and faced protests since the company's CEO, Elon Musk, began his work with the Department of Government Efficiency. The latest suspicious incident occurred overnight in Tigard, Oregon, where more than a dozen shots were fired at a Tesla dealership, according to Kelsey Anderson, the public information officer at the Tigard Police Department. This is the second time in the past week that this dealership has been vandalized after 7 bullets damaged 3 cars and shattered windows on March 6. Police said that they are unaware of the motive of these specific incidents. Really? But we're aware that other Tesla dealerships have been targeted across Oregon and the nation for political reasons. Additionally, 3 Teslas were vandalized in Dedham, Massachusetts on Tuesday, according to the Dedham Police Department. Words had been spray painted on 2 Tesla Cybertrucks, with all 4 tires of the trucks and a Tesla Model S being reportedly damaged. Teslas were also damaged in Seattle on Sunday night, where crews had to extinguish a fire involving 4 electric vehicles. So, at this point, does seem like people are pretty fucking fed up. You've got Elon Musk going around telling people that he's going to cut their benefits, their entitlements. You've got Donald Trump paying no attention to what everybody actually wants them to do. Instead, he's busy selling Teslas off the front lawn of the White House. And if Congress people aren't going to actually listen to their constituents, whether they be Democratic or Republican, well, it seems as though people are more than willing to take actions on their own to make their voices heard. And you can claim that these people are paid actors all you want. The reality is, is that this administration and what it's done so far, they're not popular, and it shows in the polls. But the saddest part about all of this is what's been happening to our veterans. The fact that Elon Musk and Donald Trump want to cut the VA, that they want to fire up to 80,000 people that have served our country, people that have came back and decided that they want to stay in the government to try to provide a benefit for other veterans that have sacrificed just like them. And if there's one group of people that you can depend on to make their voices heard, it's going to be our veterans. This is a recent town hall that was held in Asheville, North Carolina, with Representative Republican Chuck Edwards. And these are the questions that he was asked by his constituents, and this is how he answered them.
So, what was that question? I've lost track. What was that question?
That question was, are you willing to fire 25% of your staff like he's doing to others?
Yeah.
Solid question.
Well, I'll answer that directly. I've got a staff of about 15 that are working their butts off on your behalf every single day. So, no, I don't intend for them to go anywhere. And without them, we would not.
He's not willing to fire his people, but he's willing to fire you.
Not have been able to address the recovery of Hurricane Helene like we have.
Why do you support a president that cares nothing about NATO, Ukraine, and democracy, but cares about Putin and other dictators?
That would have to be a lot of paid actors there, because that was quite the applause for that question. Look at that. Look at that.
Actually, I believe that the president is very supportive of Ukraine.
Really?
I believe the president recognizes that Putin is a murderous dictator.
And this is what they want you to do. They want you to just allow this man to sit up there and just lie directly to your face. And if you're part of the MAGA cult, you just believe it. You just believe that everything this guy says, even though it's the exact opposite of what Donald Trump says, it's the truth. Donald Trump believes that. He believes what this man's saying, but he also believes what he's saying.
I think just yesterday, he told the world that he believes that we need to increase our sanctions against Russia and probably enforce the ones that are already in place.
I don't think that he said that at all, but solid effort on his part. Now, this here is the veteran that stood up during these absolutely horrendous answers to these questions, these obvious lies. And this veteran here, he'd had enough of this. They've bleeped this out because he had some real positive words. He had a very positive message for this Republican. They didn't want you to get overwhelmed with the positivity. And you can guess, they weren't cheering for that Republican. So we've already seen Republican voters enter the fuck around and find out stage, and now we're starting to see Republican congresspeople also entering that fuck around and find out stage. And as I said before, there are many different types of Trump supporters. There are Trump supporters who are politically illiterate, people who just couldn't take the time to look into any of the policy or do any type of research on Donald Trump in their busy lives, so they voted for Donald Trump. There are people who are conservatives who thought, there's no way that I can vote for a Democrat. And then there's just straight up MAGA cultists. And what we're hopefully seeing here is that the politically illiterate and the conservative voters are finally realizing that Donald Trump doesn't give two shits about how he's going to affect them. He only cares about how he's going to affect the billionaires that love and support him and stuff dollars in his pocket like a stripper. So the real question here is, What are these people going to do about it? Are they going to continue to vote for the same Republicans that now are standing back and standing by and allowing Donald Trump to gut these entitlement programs that they benefit from? Or in 2026, when the midterms come around, are they going to make some different, informed decisions that allow them to finally recognize that when Republicans are actually in charge of things, all they do is add to the debt, give tax cuts to billionaires, and fuck over the little people? Let's hope they go woke. All right, guys. Well, you guys let me know what you guys think in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on all notifications. And remember, I love you guys, I appreciate you guys, and I hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please like and subscribe and hit that notification bell, and check out that video on the screen now.